What if I told you that exactly 63% of your HYROX finish time comes down to one single number? I ran a multiple regression analysis on 10 different athletes to find the king metric of this sport. And I discovered that it isn't how much oxygen you can take on board, it's your velocity at your lactate turnpoint. So what did I do? Well, a recent research paper and the latest scientific report from HYROX has suggested that VO2 max to be one of the most important metrics for performance. However, they have not looked into this in more detail. So to stop the guessing, I took lab data from 10 of our HYROX athletes who have ran anywhere between sub 60 to 90 minutes, and from here ran a multiple regression analysis. We looked at VO2 max, running economy, and lactate thresholds. When we ran the math, the king of HYROX performance wasn't VO2 max, it was the lactate turnpoint, or LTP. So what exactly is LTP? In the lab, we use an incremental exercise test to measure how your body handles metabolic stress. Your lactate threshold, or LT, is the first point where lactate starts to rise above resting levels. That's your easy pace. But LTP is the second, more aggressive rise in blood lactate. It represents the highest intensity you can sustain, where lactate production and clearance are still in a state of stable equilibrium. So what does this mean? For the analysis, we were able to construct a model to predict future performance. Our data showed that LTP explains 63% of your race performance, meaning that for every 1 km per hour you increase your turn point, you shave exactly 4 minutes and 49 seconds off your finish time. So if you move your LTP from 13 to 15 km per hour, you secured a 10-minute PR without changing anything else. But running physiology is only about 85% of the story. For one of our athletes, this data did not hold true. In the lab, he had a very good VO2 max, approximately 60 milliliters per kilogram per minute. But on race day, he finished nearly 10 minutes slower than our model predicted. We believe this is due to the strength gap. Think of it like this. You can have a Ferrari engine, but if you bolt on to a tractor chassis, you can't use that speed. So despite a good aerobic engine, they lack strength, and thus when in the later stages of the race, fatigue increases rapidly, thus slowing them down in the end stages of the race. So if you want to stop plateauing, stop training everything and focus on the math. Step 1, get a lactate test or a field-based test to identify your LTP pace. Step 2, structure your week around moving that LTP number by 0.5 to 1 km per hour. And step 3, build a strength reserve so the stations don't force your engine into the red too early. Stop guessing, start calculating. If this data-driven approach changed how you look at your training, hit subscribe or DM to see how we can help your own performance.